Okay, so today we're going to talk about some cards that I think have potential to do very well over the next 12 months. Some themes I'll want you to look for are how they've done previously, aka have they reached an all-time high currently or previously? What's their current trend like? Are they a promo card? What year are they from? Those sort of things are what I use to determine cards that I like to target. So let's start off with this Jolteon V-Max. So it's a promo card. It's a evolution. I think this art is awesome. It's from Sword and Shield era. $80 raw. It was near $1,000 for its all-time high PSA 10. It's climbing up that way now, but I think this will continue to grow kind of linearly and organically over time, and the further away from release we get, these there were 6 of these cards, 2 Jolteons, 2 Flareons, and 2 Vaporeons that I think are going to do very well. Here's another promo card. This is a stamped promo from Vivid Voltage for Charizard. There's also a staff version of this that is even more valuable, but this is the card I'm targeting, and the reason I'm targeting it is it's only $232 for a stamped Charizard. Also, this has been growing fairly close to linear growth over the last year. I think that's just going to continue. It checks the Charizard box, it's the stamped promo box, and it's only peaked at $230 here. Here's another awesome card that I think is underappreciated and will have some room to grow. Currently at around $290 PSA 10. It previously peaked at about $360. This is the Mewtwo V from Pokemon Go set. I think this is the best card from that set, and it's just a set that didn't get much love, so this card kind of flies under the radar as a chase card. But I think it's going to do really well, and it's another one that I'm looking for kind of finishing out this cup, returning to its all-time high and passing it. Alright, I'm just going to kind of group all these Lost Origin Trainer Gallery cards together because these 4 specifically have all reached all-time highs currently. The Gengar, the 3 Pikachus, they're all doing really, really well, but we're going to talk about another Trainer Gallery card in a second from this set that I think will have some room to grow. And here it is. Here's that Charizard. The reason I put the Charizard in here is it has not yet came back to its all-time high up there at 360. Currently on its way back up, but you can see the pattern that's going to happen. It's going to kind of surpass it, condense, surpass it. So the fact that this is a Charizard card, it's from 2022 Lost Origin, I think it's going to have a nice run soon. Very similar to how this Gengar and these Pikachus has taken off recently. I think the Gengar is like $500, $600 now, which is crazy to me. But yeah, that's what we're looking for, trying to catch cards like this before they go parabolic. Here's another one from Lost Origin. This is not in the Trainer Gallery, but this is the Aerodactyl V. I think it's such a cool art. Just a lot going on. All the different characters in the background there. This was pretty close to its all-time high, near 500, but over time I just think this card's due for a breakout. There's some of these chase cards from the Sword and Shield era that I think are just due for a breakout. A lot of them already have, but then the cards like this that are sitting under 500, we'll talk about another one in a second here. But here's another theme. You'll notice Gengar promo card. Not quite back to its all-time high of 425, but heading that way, and I hope it'll keep doing that. I like this art, but I really like the fact that it has a stamped promo with it. And when you put those two together, plus a set that's over 4 years old now, I think this is going to be due for a big run-up, similar to how it had before when it went vertical. Okay, here's that other chase card I was alluding to. So this Machamp V from Astral Radiance. Really cool art. I feel like if it had a couple other Pokemon in the background, I know there's a few, but if it had a few more stashed in here, this would be an even more amazing card. It has not even come close to its all-time high back there at 540 right now. It's sitting somewhere in the 350 range, so it still has a lot of time. I think this card is underappreciated. I think that eventually the fact that it's a original 151 Pokemon of Machamp and that it's a chase card from the set, it'll eventually catch up. I'm not saying it'll be $2,000 like some of these other chase cards are. The Gengar, you talk about the Umbreon, you talk about the Giratina. There's a lot of really good chase cards from Sword and Shield era, but this one got left behind. So I think it's a good place to get in now. We'll check back in a year. Alright, some Umbreon cards. This is an Umbreon V, one of the 2 trainer galleries from Brilliant Stars. Same thing, approaching its all-time high again, 270, but for a set that's almost 4 years old and an Umbreon tax, I think it's a good place to enter here. Here's the other one. Here's the V-Max. Same thing, very similar. In fact, it's actually even further away from its all-time high of 300. But this, I think this art is even cooler. But giant Umbreon with its trainer on top of the roofs. So put those two together. It's another one of those sets, Lost Origin, Brilliant Stars, that I think is a little catching up to do. Silver Tempest, Astral Radiance, some of these mid-tier Sword and Shields I think are due for a little bit of a pop-off this year. Here is the Sleepy Tyranitar from Battle Styles. Such a cool card. Ate all this food. Finally passing out, hiding, hoping it doesn't get caught for the next snack. It's just a really cool card from a set that was not, it just wasn't a good set, Battle Styles, relative to some of the other things that came out around it. So PSA 10 up here near 800 and 900 has not retraced up there. This is another one of those chase cards that is kind of lagging behind the other ones, but I don't think it'll reach 2,000, but I think 1,000 this year, maybe even 1,500 isn't out of the question, especially as it gets older and older. Okay, back to the common theme of popular Pokemon, right? We've had Charizard, Gengars, here's another Pikachu. This was the chase card from Vivid Voltage, another set that did not do super well, but 430 PSA 10 was its peak. I think it'll retrace there. I think it'll keep going, especially with the Chunkachu theme kind of coming back for the 30th anniversary. This big beast will be popular again. The Rainbow also didn't get a lot of love, just like things in the past that didn't get a lot of love initially, like Tag Team and whatnot. I think that the Rainbow will come back around. Okay, and this one I just threw in because it is the perfect time to get in on this card. It has been plateaued for a long time here, with a little bit of a pop in the middle. I just love the art on this. The Beedrill's doing their job. It's Astral Radiance, so not a lot of love for the set. The card has been stagnant for almost a year, minus this blip in the middle. I think this card is good, this art is good, and I think it will eventually be closer to a $500 card than a $200 card. So I'm adding this in as my bonus pick. Very stable, very cool art, not much love. So kind of some consistent themes of popular Pokemon, promo cards, underappreciated sets, and hoping that some of these pop off in the next year.